Yeah.
Now y'all get to watch me read because I'm going to read.
But she is freaking Mary. Okay, go ahead.
I am freaking Mary, y'all. Reverend Emmett E. Gardner of Fort Gaines Methodist Church formed the Boy Scout troop in 1928. The troop cut and scraped logs to build this scout cabin. Originally, the cabin had 2 rooms. It served as the first community library. For all his efforts, Reverend Gardner was given a silver loving cup by the community. Today, the cabin is used for various civic events.
And there it is.
There it is.
How about that? She was standing right in front of what she was reading about. That makes a lot of sense, don't it?
Yeah.
Yep, that's the scout house.
Look, you look at the windows though, you can see they do that shimmery thing because they are the old windows. Look at all the cobwebs. You do that first.
That's the chimney right there. Yeah.
That is a cool fireplace. This is a toll house. This is where you paid your toll to cross on the ferry, and we can look in the car. Now, after this was used as a toll house, John Deal lived here.
Oh.
But this was built in the 1820s, and there's a light on in there. Oh, I love that staircase.
Here's the staircase she's talking about right there.
This building was one of John Dill's houses and was used for Methodist church services. In the 1820s, John Sutliff bought it and used it for a toll and rest stop for the ferry located under the bluff. The gift of Mrs. Hortense King Fowler, the toll house originally occupied the lot just north of its present location, so it's not always been here.
And that is the Chattahoochee River right there. That's the Chattahoochee. I can't read this.
This fort was here. It was built here in 1836.
No, I'm about that right there.
I know, with the anticipation of an attack by the Creek Indians. This is USS Coast and Geological Survey.
So is this house part of the...
This is a Cornelia Clubhouse. It was constructed in 1927, in part by a generous $1,000 donation from Cornelia Hatchett McAllister. She is a wealthy widow for whom the club is named. Her portrait hung over the fireplace, over the mantel. The portrait was stolen, disappeared, and recovered in a dirty but undamaged condition by the sheriff many years later. She was ahead of her time. She left Fort Gaines and became a real estate mogul in Miami during the early building boom of the city and built a famous landmark, the McAllister Hotel, in 1917. Wait. The hotel was in its heyday during Prohibition, and Al Capone was arrested there.
Wow.
In 1930 while he was coming out of the lobby. This hotel was demolished in 1988. Oh my goodness. Show you the picture of Miss Cornelia there, who basically is responsible for building of this clubhouse. And that portrait, I'm assuming, was the one that was stolen, and then it was recovered and repaired and placed back there. And now we're headed over to the fort. Look at this big huge veranda back here. This is beautiful, and it's right here overlooking Chattahoochee River. Can you reach?
No.
Tim couldn't reach. And it's right here overlooking the Chattahoochee River. I think that's really cool. In memory of Beulah H. McKissick family. So these are down here, all along here. This one's in memory of Jolene Faye Hellstrom and in honor of Jeremiah Hellstrom. Wow. And they just go all the way down here, and we're fixing to go over here to this really cool looking little fort. I gotta read it to y'all.
Goodness.
As I say this all the time, I tell people this, and they look at me and they think I'm not really right about this. this fort's been here, you know, it's been here a long time because this town, Fort Gaines, has been here for about 200 years now. They've had 3 different forts over the last 200 years. But one of the reasons they kept a fort was because of the Creek Indians. One Southern saying promises, we'll be there if the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise. Many people assume this referred to the water in the creeks overflowing their banks at the bidding travel. However, the actual message referred to the Creek Indians. Benjamin Hawkins, y'all remember him? We went and saw his grave. He was buried all by himself. The Indian agent at that time sent this message to General Andrew Jackson when he was ordered to report to Jackson. And that is the real story. I think you can just go inside. I think you go up the stairs and look up top. Wow. Dirt daubers in here. Here, let me go up there and I'll do this. Let me climb it.
I ain't trusting you with the...
Give me the camera and you go. Never mind. You going up there? Go look out the window. Oh, be careful, that is wobbly.
Case Charlie. Case and Charlie. People's writing their names on this.
Yep.
But that's the little river walk down there, and there's another fort down there. There's another building.
I'm just going to back that down.
Yeah. Look at that cupola right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I climbed up these steps, y'all. You see them? They're straight down.
Like a ladder.
And I'm fixing to go down them. But I'm going to turn this off while I do it.
This is awesome back here. And we got
So I had to climb the steps in that little fort or whatever that is. And now I've had to come down this hill. And that means I got to go back up. But this is the Frontier Village, right?
This is the Frontier Village, Fort Gaines. There's a dog trot through that one.
Look at these steps. I'm going up some steps. Newt Ingram cabin. Well, there's the mantelpiece.
Goodness gracious. It's been pulled away from the wall, too.
Yeah, it's been dismantled.
Hey! Is that a cane bed?
Oh,
No. I think it's a cane bed.
probably, yeah. Oh, this is awesome.
Oh, this is awesome. I feel like
You can see the road right there.
I feel like I'm up in the Smokies, y'all. I need to get back up there, but I feel like I am right now.
Oh, there's a little relic of the past right there.
I saw that back there.
There is so much to see here.
This place is amazing.
Look at that little table. Wow.
Yeah.
And that mantelpiece there. Look at that mantelpiece. And there's an old relic right there. Here's another one right here. This is the Ingram house. A little bit shorter steps. Careful. Single log cabin was moved from the plantation of Herbert and Liz Ingram, located in the Sutton Crossroads community. It is an antebellum structure with the attached planked room added in latter years. Evidently, the cabin was planked at the same time, sealing and preserving it. Look, y'all, this thing, you know, I mean, really, how can I do it without Tammy? See how short these doors are? I mean,
Here now. Hang on. It's about maybe 3-inch clearance.
Made it.
And this is
That's a little
the one-room
mantle.
log cabin with a...
Actually, there's more than one room.
Now, these little rooms that were built on the outside of the house,
This is an old sign.
ho, ho, ho. These little rooms were built on the outside of the house on a porch so that if a stranger came by at night, they wouldn't have to disturb the family. They could just go in here and sleep. Now, I don't know if that's what this room's for, but that's what most of them were made for.
That's about what we saw up front.
All right, come on out.
Can I come out now?
Come on out.
I want to come out. I want to. Whoa! Wait a minute. What's going on here?
Duck. Not goose. Duck.
Quack, 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 quack. Ryan was here.
Oh, they wrote that on the mud that holds it together. What's that called when the mud's in there like that? I used to know.
This is probably some of the wood that they actually used.
You know, it is. I'm sure that's some of their refuse. Okay.
Let's go around these other.
Yeah, I love it. Tim's having to duck just a little bit because he's kind of scared he's going to bump his head. Well, he ain't going to bump his head there, but he ducked anyway. But
Well, they may have lowered it since the last time I was there. Put the grill right there.
got stone steps here. That's how you get in these houses, stone steps. I don't necessarily know what that is over there. This is the grist mill. This was a grist mill.
It's leaning.
It is. It's leaning pretty good. But it's also decked out for Merry Christmas. There goes my leaning tower of Tim.
Oh wow! Take a look.
I'm coming.
Lean sideways while you're coming in.
No. Okay. So that's some of the apparatus that you'd find in a grist mill. You think that's where the stone would be? The grinding stone would be probably?
I don't know.
I can't move this door. It don't move.
It's cracked right here. A piece of it is literally broken off. It's so old and ancient.
Or maybe that'd be where it was at. I don't know, y'all.
I'm feeling crooked.
Tim is crooked again. What is that house next door?
I'm going. Look, orange shirt. This is the log corn crib.
The log corn crib, y'all. I'm gonna go around this way because it was hard for me to get in this place. Tim said something was broke over here. Oh, that's what was broke. Look, it's literally broke right there. Okay, let's go see what he's into over here with the log corn crib.
They got some information about it.
Well, we all know what the corn crib is, y'all. It's where you kept the corn. Believe it or not, it's where they kept the corn, in the corn crib. This was donated by a descendant of John Shaw Ingram.
This is the hammock log house. The single pin from an original 2-pin dog trot house located off the north side of Highway 37, about 4 miles east of Edison, Georgia. It's an antebellum structure from the family estate of Dan Hammett.
That had a...
This is going to be Tammy's favorite.
It had a dog trot. I'm already looking. I was already gonna, yeah. I'm gonna go in that little cabin right there. But y'all, look here. There we go. It's the privy, and that is the Leaning Tower of Privy.
Yeah.
But I'm fixing to look through the hole and see about this privy, because I gotta see what's inside the privy, y'all. And there ain't much in there that ain't just a mess.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, back up. Wow. Look at that joker. Tim's trying to go through. I don't even know if y'all can see it, but y'all, there is a spider web that goes from this privy all the way to the roof.
I guess he had to go to find a way to the bathroom.
Let's go in front of this little house. So, this was a dog trot house, which means that probably over there on that side, because that's got a little roof. I don't know, it could have been on this side. Doesn't matter. There was an opening, and then there was another house, another cabin just like this on the other side. I see a bale of hay in here. So what are we gonna do? Oh, hay bale. Yeah, I know, can't help it. Well, I could, but you know, I choose not to. And there, you can look out there. And this is the door that Tim was gonna come to, but the spider web said no. Look, you can see through the floorboards in here. Can you imagine though, that this was your whole house? I would say it's probably a 12 by 12 room. Just my guess. My guess don't mean a whole lot, but it works for me. Yeah, I saw that laying over here, and I wondered what it was doing up here, because it's
got some writing on it.
I don't think I can see it though. I got to get up here to the. I think it says something about Chattanooga. Chattanooga Plow. I think it means Chattanooga Plow Company.
And y'all, we're in a valley, like, or a ravine, because you can see the trees
Way up there.
up above it.
Well,
this is the smokehouse.
We were up on the bluff, on the river, and now we have come down. Yep, this here is the smokehouse.
It was moved from the Boyette family homestead, located 2 miles northeast of Cotton Hill, just inside Randolph County. The roof originally had a gap and overlap at the roof crest to allow the smoke to vent. The right inner side has a dirt floor with poles running down horizontally midway up to hang the meats and sausage being smoked. The left side pins to stack and salt down the meat.
Yeah.
Look, I know how to read.
You sure do, but we ain't going inside of there, buddy.
No, it's a humming snake.
Well, I mean, you can't get up in there. This is the back side of all these old buildings we've been going through. And you can see how in pitiful, you can see how pitiful the condition of the privy is. Y'all, I'm having the hardest time talking today. These items from Mr. I think it's supposed to be standing up, y'all. I think it has just given up and fallen over. These items from Mr.
Robbie
Boyette's farm near Garnerville, an old settlement in the northeast sector of Clay County, were donated by his son Arthur Lee, Uncle Bud Boyette. He was a descendant. The settlement of Garnersville was a descendant of Vice President of the United States under President Franklin Roosevelt. Antecedents of John Nance Garner. I don't know what an antecedent. Established by the antecedent. Oh, he was before. He was a granddaddy or daddy or great granddaddy. He was antecedent. He was before.
Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. I read that wrong, but I ain't told that.
Yeah, well, you know. And that's the smokehouse. No, that's not the smokehouse.
No,
this is something else.
Or
Would not be surprised to see a snake curled up in there, but it's not. I'm getting hit now.
Y'all here scared me to death.
And once again, that's the Chattahoochee. And that's a road.
It's a bridge with a road on it. Crosses.
I wonder if the other side is Alabama or not.
I don't know. Might be. Probably is. Fort Gaines. It probably is. Oh, have I got to find